Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down. 29. 29. That's it.
Carr going to throw right away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On play action, now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up second down. The Saints sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
3rd and 19.
What's up?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
You can look at the Saints defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Lawrence going to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it lines up 6 points. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum, because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
6-18.
To throw, it's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Carr now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now Lawrence going to move them around a bit. Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. 11.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Ron. 13 loose. 13 loose.
Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, Williams. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Carr now to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Carr to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it
29.
in.
29. What's up?
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
93.
Throwing his Carr on third down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
694.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Hey, lion. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, a run with Etienne. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flushed out right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, Carr. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Williams. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On second down, ETN once more. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with ETN. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Easy.
A give running right, ETN. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Lawrence will throw. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points up.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Final minute now in the third quarter.
At the 7-yard line.
Hey, 7:34. 93. That's it.
Here's Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On first down, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Running out of the gun with ETN. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
The kick by McManus is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A screen set up. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Carr to throw on 2nd down.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Carr now on 1st down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Motion left, Smith.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one.
The pass caught by Olave. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
Carr going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now Carr.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
29. 29. That's it.
Again, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Shoves him aside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
34.
Carr now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw, it's Carr. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Hey, Lion. All right, here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing